Welcome back to So Bad It's Good. It's another week. We always do a pop culture roundup. No matter what's happening in the world, we are here to brighten your day. With us, as always, is the co-host of the amazing Snarkbait, the one and only Sophie Ross Brooks. Sophie, I see that you're in bed. What's going on?
Yeah, so I have a whole setup. I call it Pod Station Zero. Oh. And I sat down on my chair to record just now, and it completely, I knew it was on its last legs. No pun intended, but like it actually just, it completely collapsed. Yeah.
Is it time for a GLP-1?
I guess so. Apparently, yeah. Yeah.
By the way, I see you're wearing your Aura ring. Is that an Aura ring?
Yeah.
Rebecca has one of these. How are your readings? Are you getting good sleep? What does it say your level?
I definitely am my sleep score is not super high lately, so I need to work on that. Now, definitely need to work on that.
Does Henry, your husband, have an Aura ring as well?
No, he doesn't care as much about that stuff. It's good for people like me and Rebecca, aka women, because we can track like our periods and stuff. So I know when my period is coming, which is nice.
That's crazy that you bring periods up. Now I've got some good news and I've got some bad news, and I'm going to start with the good news. I talked about this briefly on the Patreon yesterday, and maybe you heard Jeff Lewis live on Friday, but I wanted to tell everybody that there was a big secret that we've been keeping for a while, is that Rebecca and I are expecting our first child, a baby girl. We are pregnant. I mean, she's pregnant. I'm just allegedly the father. And Sophie's known about this, but I wanted to tell you guys, girl dad.
I am so excited for you guys. Mazel tov. This is such an exciting, amazing thing and time.
It's truly shocking. I mean, it's truly shocking. Like we knew. I mean, it's just crazy to think about. It's crazy to think this.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling like you're ready?
Good. Who knows? I don't know if you ever feel like you're ready.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know she's not feeling great. We're past the first trimester. You have a deeper respect for what women put their bodies through. A lot of people out there listening or watching know already, but it's just really wild. From that perspective, I'm just sitting here still being a goofball, thinking how to even if my daughter, will my daughter be ashamed that I'm recapping Housewives shows?
She's going to be so proud of you.
Yeah,
when it's bring your dad to work day, it's going to be like a firefighter, a finance executive, and then it's Ryan.
Yeah, you see this mic? This mic, truth to power. I speak about the dangers of Lisa Rinna. Come on.
Oh my God.
We're glad to finally
excited.
Be. Yeah.
I'm so happy for you guys. I cannot wait.
Well, so should we name the baby Madison Parks Valletta? I mean, there's
Madison Marie Parks Bailey.
Parks Bailey. Yeah, that's one of the top of the names. So we'll probably do something fun where we'll have people vote on the name, and we'll just go with that one. But there's so many things to think. We were talking all day just about space and night nurses and all, those decisions. You're all of a sudden holy shit. And it turns out you don't even need a license to have a baby. I'm like, do I need to go through some sort of test to see if I'm up to it? No, you can just have a baby.
You can just do it.
Yes. I mean, it's really, really shocking because you're starting to think about it and you're like, holy crap, I don't know how to, I got to go through some sort of boot camp or something.
Yeah. I feel like, obviously I wouldn't know, but just from friends and siblings and stuff, you never really fully are ready. But then once it happens, it's like a crash course, it's just oh, baby's here. It's time to learn. And it it's a natural biological thing that, will come naturally to you. Once this little princess arrives, she's going to be the first lady, the first daughter of podcasting.
The bad boy of podcasting.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Hopefully she'll be in a future Snarkbait episode, or no, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Yeah. Dark energy.
Does that mean Because that means she's like kind of famous and iconic. So.
Oh God, could you imagine? But could you imagine? That's the other thing too. I want my daughter. I don't want her on social media until she's 30. I don't want her to know anything about Discord. I don't want her to. I mean, I might want her to know about Bitcoin if that's the future of money. But other than that, it's like everything. Now I'm like thinking about everything I can keep her away from instead of anything else.
She's going to be dodging Nepo baby accusations.
Can you be? Well, you were raised into a podcasting family. Can you imagine?
Yeah, a dynasty. A
dynasty. Yes. This is like the Barrymores or something like that. Now, The bad news, Sophie, is that unfortunately, we might never get to meet our child because I made my way on Rapture TikTok this weekend. Have you been hearing about the Rapture that's supposedly happening on Tuesday?
No, it's happening this Tuesday?
Yeah, so listen, there's so much good television happening this week, and I just feel so bad for everybody out there because there's a good chance we might not be able to see any of it. Well, I might because I don't think I'm going to get raptured, but there is a whole it is everywhere on my TikTok feed is these people that are so ecstatic that the rapture is happening on Tuesday, and they're like a checklist. This one guy sold his car, and they're just ecstatic to be leaving, which, sounds okay. But I just feel so like I'm not going to be able to see the second episode of Salt Lake City.
Yeah, can it happen after Salt Lake City airs?
Well, there's so many things. I want to see there's going to be a new Batman movie in a couple of years. The daughter thing, of course. There's so many things that I'm looking forward to. Pop culture, the Coachella, Justin Bieber's headlining this year. There's a lot of things that I feel like, oh man, you release an episode of Snarkbait on Tuesday. People are not going to really even be able to hear that unless there's really good Wi-Fi in heaven or something.
Yeah. And I have fun plans on Tuesday. Also, can it happen after? No, can it just happen after my plans?
Well, I don't even think we get to determine when the rapture happens. But also, what if you're on the toilet? What if you're showering and then all of a sudden you're in the air completely naked?
What are they saying on TikTok? How's this gonna go down exactly?
Well, you get lifted into the air. Because this one lady was like, here's a little tip is that don't look down. When you go up into the sky, don't look down. Just look up. Because if you look down, you're going to get nervous and scared. I would once I hit the sky, I think I'm going to be nervous. But she says if you look down, that's going to be a bad move. So you want to just look up at the stars.
And it's going to be that Jordan Peele movie, Nope, where we all get sucked into an alien called Jean Jacket.
Yes, I'm joking, by the way. And if it does happen, I'll feel like an idiot, but will it really matter? Well, but see, that's the deal. Only, the good people get raptured, and then the rest of us will be down here still. So.
Oh, really? Is that how it works? I don't know. I'm obviously not Christian. So is that how it works?
I think that I believe that's how it works. We'll find out, I guess. But if anybody needs me to watch their pets or something, if I'm still down here, I'll do whatever, I live in the Laurel Canyon area. I'm happy to go check in on your animals. Wait, and that's the other thing. Do animals get raptured?
I feel like if the rapture is just for the best people, the best of the best to go to heaven, is that what it is? Then every single dog would get raptured.
Yeah, all dogs. Yeah, all dogs. But so you're saying cats would stay here?
Cats would stay.
Cats would stay. Just all good dogs. Could you imagine the bad dogs and they get left behind, and then we're just left with all the bad dogs?
Stop! That makes me want to cry.
Sorry, guys. And if you do believe in the rapture this week, I'm so sorry. I don't want to make fun of, your hopes and, but it is wild to think there's I found this on TikTok and then I just kept getting fed videos of this, but I know I'm not the only one because I was on Threads and everybody was talking about it as well. So it seems like it's really growing in popularity, but it's these people are taking it so seriously and they're pretty ecstatic about it. They're not they're peace out, which right now, it's a little bit of a crazy time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's a fair perspective. It's just end our suffering at this point.
So, it is going to be wild, but it is such a good week for television. And what I wanted to ask you is that we had the premiere of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and we're going to get the second episode on, what is it, Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday? And
Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday. And we're not going to we're not going to be able to see that if the rapture happens. I wanted to know, while we have you here and while we're all still here, what did you think of the season premiere of season 6?
I mean, it was great. Like, I feel like they're firing on all cylinders per usual. I love the Blair Witch Project opening. Like, Salt Lake City is just camp. Like, it's actually
exactly.
It's just like a comedy. Like, it's a comedy. And similarly to like the early seasons of Potomac, I feel like it's just like funny. It's fun. Like, I loved it. I loved every second of it. I love how much Brittany Bateman pisses everyone off by just existing. Like, I'm obsessed with her.
She really is trying to come for the throne. And I will say, keep going, Brittany, because, Angie K a couple seasons ago really was it, like, she was Jen Shaw's friend. And now look at Angie K now. So never say never. Like, I mean, Brittany going into Lisa Barlow's camp and being like, don't say anything bad about Lisa Barlow to Whitney is really fascinating to me. You really see kind of like these alliances, align. And Lisa Barlow -1 FaceTime scene was not in this episode, but she was mentioned 41 times in this episode. And that is true power to not even be in the episode.
Yeah. Do you believe the rumors that she was not in the premiere because she was still negotiating her salary?
The rumors, the nastiness.
The nastiness.
By the way, did you notice Meredith Marks didn't even see him awake for the first half of the episode?
That annoys me about Meredith Marks is that she's either invisible or she's like, screaming at everyone, which I love that about her, but like there's no in between. Yeah.
2 speeds on Meredith. No, I did hear that rumor and it would make sense a little bit, but I love that the excuse for her not being there is that she's hanging out with Blake Lively. I was like, amazing. Finally, somebody's admitting to hanging out with Blake Lively. I do think I don't know. Like, I feel like she's pretty tight with production because she seems to be one of the only people to really get all of the good brand deals. Like, she got the Wendy's brand deal. She got the Kerastase brand deal. And so I would imagine she works pretty closely with production. And I do know she likes money. Who doesn't? But I feel like that would have leaked a little bit more. What do you think?
I don't know. Like, I kind of believe it also because I feel like she got I don't know, the lawsuit thing was really embarrassing. Like, I felt like the editors were actually giving her a bad edit this episode, even though she wasn't in the episode. Like, flashing the lawsuits. Like, I don't know. I could see it. Like, when someone pointed out to me, I was like, wait, that actually makes sense.
But the lawsuits have been around for a couple of years now. If anybody wanted to actually dig a little bit, they've been there. So eventually that's going to show up on the show. And maybe she realized that was going to be a storyline this season. And especially after Whitney's business failed, which was really refreshing for somebody to admit their business failed. I was like, hell yeah, Whitney. Hell, like, admit that like we hear about all these businesses and they can't.
And they just disappear. They just disappear. Also, sorry for YouTube viewers. I just readjusted myself because I'm laying in bed right now. Like, it's not ideal.
Readjust.
It's not ideal. But yeah, I thought the vulnerability from Whitney Rose was very refreshing. I completely agree.
We've lost millions of dollars. It's crazy.
And then also, what did you think of Bronwyn? The way that I'm like, what is this position? People on YouTube are probably like, what the fuck is wrong with her? What did you think of Bronwyn saying that she lied about buying the $4 million necklace because she just wanted to fit in with the ladies?
I love that. Like, I can't believe that I did it just to look cool. And it's like, come on. Like, Bronwyn, it really
Karen Huger-ass transatlantic accent.
Yes, exactly. Well, no, I feel bummed because we all knew she kind of lied about that anyways. And
it was embarrassing. Yeah,
so she needed to clear it up on that first episode, but she did lose a lot of credibility. And that usually happens when the second season of anybody that's like really kind of championed like she was the first season.
Yeah, the sophomore slump.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like you lose a little bit of credibility there. And I hope she really learns from that because nobody, like, if she had bought that $4 million necklace, I thought that was ridiculous if you wasted that sort of money,
Yeah, like, you're not a billionaire. Like, I get it, they have money, but like, you can't like just spend that on a necklace. Like,
Todd spent all their money on Starbucks mugs from like across the world.
Remember?
Yeah. He collects those Starbucks mugs. So the big bone I had to pick with this episode was Heather Gay.
Wait, what's your bone to pick with Heather Gay?
Okay, two things. First off, I love that it's campy. I love that it's comedy. If you go in with that kind of attitude, you're really going to love it. But the Molly Sorensen shit, is this the place where Molly Sorensen haunts these canyons? And I like the Blair Witch camera thing and oh my God. DraftKings Casino has your playbook for gaming action all season long. Play thousands of popular slots for a shot at jackpots. Over 400 million has already been awarded. So new players get 500 spins on Huff and More Puff over 10 days. Download the app, use code SOBAD, and claim your spins after your first $5 wager. Get in the game with DraftKings Casino, home of the largest jackpot win in online casino history. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus, physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins issued as 50 spins per day for 10 days. Valid for featured game only and expire each day after 24 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends October 5th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But then I look online about this Molly Sorensen thing, and I can barely find anything. Finally, somebody sent me one article, and maybe it's a little thing, but it's not, it really felt staged. And then I thought, did production stage this or did Heather Gay stage this? Whoever staged this, I got really frustrated because obviously it led to that camera thing that obviously was planned out of cameras bumping around at the very end and Mary's where are we? Help! It's bullshit. But if Heather Gay if she did that as producing, we don't need that. And the other thing that frustrated me about Heather was that she was wait, Lisa Barlow with the lawsuits? And Brum was it's in the Salt Lake City Tribune. Come on. Heather totally heard you. There's no way you were on a cast of that show and has not heard about those lawsuits. She did this shit with Jen Shah and it bit her in the ass. She better watch it because, she's going to lose credibility again. There's no way she's not heard about those lawsuits already.
Yeah. Heather is just, not only is she she's a producer, she's also the audience proxy. She's not a real person.
But we don't need the audience proxy from her anymore.
Yeah.
Be your own person. I want to see her date. I want to see she's not the reliable narrator when she lied about the Jen Shah shit and the black eye.
Yeah. I will say her confessional look, best she's ever looked. She looked amazing.
Yeah, this is not, well, by the way, I've been watching old episodes of Salt Lake City, and you do forget how much weight Heather Gay has lost.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. Looks completely different in terms of body type. And it kind of happened, I guess, a little gradually over seasons. So, but then I went back and watched earlier episodes and I was like, holy moly. Good for her. So I don't know. I worry about those kind of stage things, but they do it to such great effect that it's really funny. Also, Mary Cosby had one of my favorite innocuous scenes when she's fly fishing and she's hey, to the guy. She's what's your name? He goes, Rusty. Gusty? And he goes, no, Rusty.
Gusty.
Okay, Gusty. No, it's Rusty. Gusty, I got it. And I was it was so natural and so funny to me in those little moments. And who would have ever thought you would have Mary Cosby coming out in almost a good mood, going onto an RV and participating in a group activity like fly fishing? How far Mary Cosby has come.
Wait, I thought it was Dusty. Was it Dusty or Rusty?
Oh, it was probably Dusty. It was probably but she just kept going Gusty, which is not even a fucking name. Gusty? And I just thought that was so funny.
I love your Bronwyn transatlantic accent, so much.
I'm Bronwyn. How are you doing? I have all the designers and Sophie, you'll be excited to know, I did a news story on this a couple weeks ago, but Meredith Marks, she's also now DJ Meredith Marks, and she is doing a tour right now of her DJ skills. She's coming to West Hollywood October 2nd, and I try not to go out of the house too much, but I really kind of want to see Meredith Marks. Like, I've seen it on TikTok. This is if the rapture doesn't happen. I would like to go see Meredith Marks in person just to see it, you know?
Yeah, no, you should for sure. It kind of scares me. It's like a sad state of affairs.
Because it's too good?
Yeah, it's true. It's like, whoa, watch out, Kiko.
Whoa, DJ AM, holy shit. Yeah.
No, literally. DJ AM.
What if she's like
the reincarnation of DJ AM?
Yeah, like what if she's like truly amazing? Like, because Dorinda's a DJ, Kyle Cook is a DJ, and now Meredith Marks is a DJ. James Kennedy, obviously a DJ, but what if she's the best at it?
She's actually like talented.
Yeah. And we find out the whole time she's been doing this for 15 years. She just never done it publicly.
It like freaks. I don't know what it is. Whenever I see videos of it and she like has that same Meredith Marks, like expressionless face, like it just scares me.
She looks like Megan, the doll Megan, like an older version of the Megan horror film.
Yeah, there's something really unsettling and like uncanny about it. It freaks me out. Yeah. But yeah, you should go. I actually, speaking of boots on the ground, I believe I'm going to Soft Bar on Wednesday.
That was one of my stories that I was going to ask you. When the hell are you going to set foot inside a Soft Bar? And you're going to go on
Wednesday is the plan. I think I'm going with some of my coworkers who hopefully they don't bail on me. So
now here's the question, and please don't groan. Whoever's listening or watching this, will you be sneaking any alcohol into Soft Bar?
I have like a little flask.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll have the magic mushroom. I looked at the menu and it's all like, it's like they talk about like energy boosting ingredients and like mushrooms and like it's very woo woo.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, I hear the drinks are like what, $18, right?
Yeah, they're like the price. They're like the price of a New York City cocktail. Like. Which makes sense because they have all of these like fancy elevated ingredients.
Sure.
And like, you know what? It's not a terrible idea. I'm going to say, like, I know that like there's been so much discourse about how terrible of an idea this is, but like the reality is that this generation is drinking less alcohol than ever. So like, I don't know.
I did read an article about that, about kids these days. And I'm like,
yeah,
man, the kids are just falling apart. Yeah, I mean, I thought that one thing kids are good for is like drinking massive amounts of alcohol, and now that's going out the window.
Not anymore.
I mean, listen, we joked about this all the time, but I really do hope for Carl that it actually succeeds in some sense because it is kind of an impossible idea. Sophie, if I Venmo you, will you get me a Soft Bar hat, and then next time I see you, you can give it to me?
Oh my God, yeah, of course.
Or will you be embarrassed to buy a Soft Bar hat?
No, I would not be embarrassed at all. I also didn't realize there's merch. And now I'm like, what do I want merch-wise?
And I know they probably won't have this, but if there's a Carl Radke action figure, I would love that as well.
And he just goes, oh, you look great, by the way. You look great, by the way.
Well, I'm trying to now think of Carl catchphrases. I was like, more life, obviously.
You don't think I'm crushing life?
You don't think I'm crushing life, Lindsay? So, speaking of Summer House, we got news this week, finally, of something that we already suspected, that a Summer House spinoff is coming. Now, we were a little wrong because there was an announcement that Lindsay herself was getting a spinoff, but it actually is Lindsay, Kyle, Amanda, Andrea Denver, the Italian Stallion's coming back, and his wife, Lexi, and some other people. Carl wasn't one of these people.
That's my question. That's my question.
Well, when you go to Soft Bar, you got to ask around.
I know. I also DM'd Carl. I was like, hey, I'm coming to Soft Bar and also want to come on Snarkbait. No, he has not responded yet. So fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm curious because obviously those are the OGs, Kyle and Lindsay, Amanda, if you count her as an OG, and then Carl. So the vibe I'm getting,
Carl to be a part of it. I mean, if he has, he needs the money, right?
No, I'm very curious why. And like, I know that Summer House is still going to exist. It feels like they're trying to keep Summer House young and fun. Like it's probably going to be Jesse, West, Sierra still. So he's too old now, or he's aged out of the Summer
Yeah.
House crew.
Yep.
And then he wasn't named in the spinoff. So, like, what's the deal with that?
Well, I'm hoping that was just like a misprint, or hopefully he's added, because I feel like that would be unfair. My question, that's what the rumor is that this will be Kyle and Amanda's last season on, Summer House proper. But does that mean because Kyle said he sends it on the weekend, but if they only follow this crew during the week in the city, does Kyle, are we just going to be seeing Stress Kyle for 5 days every week on this episode where he's not cutting loose? Or do we find out that he's been lying and he actually sends it during the week as well?
No, I think that they probably will follow them on the weekends also, just in the city.
God. Thank God.
But also, I don't know. I feel like that's a good question because it's Kyle is clearly really stressed all the time with Loverboy. And also, I don't know, the canned cocktail biz, it's very saturated. It's very saturated. Kids are drinking way less. So
he's just got to get it to a place where he can sell it. Long gone are the days of the Bethany Frankel skinny girl, when she was able to sell that. And I want it, but I think he wants to keep it going. I think it would be very hard for him to sell this pride-wise. I think he would want to still be a part of it regardless, because I think he truly loves chasing this dream, and he's gotten it pretty far. It's just really did we ever figure out the Craig, the Spritz Society? Did that do anything? Because I never hear about Spritz Society except for storylines on Summer House.
We actually just did a Patreon episode on what the Oshry sisters have been up to, and we talked about this. And
I guess that come out? Did that already come out?
The Patreon episode will be next Wednesday.
That's going to be a good one.
But yeah, I guess it's at Whole Foods now. But I don't know. Are people buying it? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't buy those cocktails anymore, but I really just don't. I hear Loverboy because of TV, but it'll be interesting. People are we don't need this. And I'm like, guys, give things a chance. Fuck yeah, I need this. I'll watch whatever. I'm going to totally watch In the City.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Well,
also, who's saying we don't need this? Because the majority of people have been asking for this for a long time.
Exactly. The only thing that we got wrong was that I thought that Paige DeSorbo was a part of this, and she is not. Mm-hmm. Because that's what I had heard was that it was all of them, right?
I think she needs a break from reality TV, is what she said in a recent interview.
Yeah, she did it. I read that article she did, and she was very I really liked what she said. She was I'm not willing to give that part of my life, and we always talked about you have to show up and you have to give something.
Yeah.
And I was good for you. It's so much better than, and by the way, she's at a place where she doesn't need to just collect the paycheck because everything else is going well. But God bless, because there's so many people that go on there and then don't want to share everything and spend their time trying to hide storylines from camera. And that's ridiculous. It's not good reality TV.
Yeah, and it's not fair. It's not fair for the viewer. It's not fair for your other castmates. It's just I think that's a good thing to be able to recognize, I've reached the end of the road.
I got a little validation. Somebody was watching that last season of Summer House that Hannah was on, and they had never seen it before, and they were holy shit, because they're big Giggly Squad fans.
Yeah.
And she was I had no idea how insane Hannah was that season. And I was right? I was a Hannah fan until that season. And listen, we all, as I get further away from watching that season, and by the way, Hannah's doing amazing, so I don't have to feel bad anymore. Yeah. But she was a monster that season. Even if you like her, you have to admit she was a monster.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear it with it was COVID. They were locked in the house. She went crazy because she doubled down at the reunion. It was stuff outside of the house, when she went on podcasts and laughed about Luke, considering unaliving himself. Was talking about Carl's drug addiction without his permission. It was things that she did off camera. She doubled down at the reunion, never took accountability. And this is why I will never be a Hannah Berner fan. I don't care that it was during the pandemic. It's just, I do not think that she is a good person. Sorry, gigglers.
No, but you just mentioned, where's Luke? Luke lives in the city, doesn't he? He's not a part of this either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I have another challenge for you since you're doing Boots on the Ground. I mentioned your name on an episode this week because I brought this up to the audience, but I wanted to let you know if you do not know. What are you doing October 28th?
October. What day of the week is that?
Fuck. Well, and also this might not count because the rapture, but that's a Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe something. I don't know. Wait, that's a Tuesday? Okay, so our anniversary is on a Sunday then.
Oh, is it? God, are we coming up on the 1 year anniversary?
Yeah, how crazy is that?
Has it already been oh my God.
Also, if you're listening to this and including you, Ryan, if you haven't received a thank you note yet, it's because I'm still working on them. You apparently have a year and I'm still working on them. So
don't even worry about
thank
that.
you.
We don't need, yeah. No, but I'm just really scared that it's been a year. Like it feels like it was just a couple months ago.
How crazy is that? So we're trying to figure out what we're doing for our anniversary.
Okay, well, this I think would be a great anniversary thing to do as a couple is that this is the caption. I'm playing a concert at Baby's All Right in New York City this October the 28th.
Oh, Jesse Solomon.
Jesse Solomon, baby. He has new songs. He says, I have a ton of new songs I've been working on that I'm excited to play for you all. I don't know if it's sold out yet, but I would purchase you a ticket to go see Jesse Solomon in concert. And I know you've had like a love-hate relationship with him, but to see him live, I think would be so special.
I would do it for the collective experience. Like I would do it just to report back to everyone. Yeah. I know it won't be fun. It's going to be hard work to sit through that. I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be gritty.
It's going to be just gritty. Like 9 Inch Nails? Is it going to be like industrial? Is it?
It's just going to be like not an easy experience for me to sit through that. His new music that he's been posting is so bad, you guys.
Yeah. So you go on TikTok, you guys, and he's doing these kind of like, guerrilla marketing things where he's lip syncing his song and he's going up to couples. I mean, it's obviously staged, but the song is like, everybody's got somebody. Everybody's got somebody but me. And then he'll like sit between a couple, which is so weird because I'm like, dude, weren't you the one that broke up an orgy and made some girl suck your toes? You shouldn't be doing a song where you're like busting up couples, like you're like trying to get into a threesome with people on the street. Like, does he not realize that it works on like a whole different level when he does that?
No, it's so bad. And the comments are like, this sounds like the opening of like a 90s sitcom.
Oh my God, Sophie, I didn't even see that comment. And I was like, it sounds like if the Full House theme song, like an album, like not that song, but it was on an album of Full House theme songs.
Yeah.
That, like all of his music sound. And by the way, the Full House theme song is a bop, but it's not one of those things that you usually want to hear at a club.
It sounds like if you asked ChatGPT to like produce an album full of Full House theme songs.
Well, he's obviously going for that Michael Bublé. I will say, these are the times I wish my mom was here because my mom would probably love Jesse Solomon's music. So, like, he's going.
Did she love Michael Bublé?
Oh, loved Michael. Loved Michael Bublé. Loved Pentatonics. That is. She would think this was a respectable young man. And by the way, Jesse would have really probably kissed up to her and really made her feel good. So I think that's if he could get into that. I don't know what the spending power of those 70-year-old age blocks are, but that's what he needs to go.
Yeah, that's what he needs to tap into. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you believe they already finished filming this season of Summer House? And we didn't really hear anything about the season. Did you hear anything?
Yeah, no leaks, which actually, I was such a Lexi defender, but so much leaked last summer about Lexi and Jesse that and then afterwards or during the season when she was going on that press tour and just going on every podcast to talk about Jesse, I kind of feel like Lexi was leaking things all last summer because we haven't heard anything.
That's a great point, actually. But, you're right. I didn't even think about that because my thought was I'm a little scared. Maybe nothing exciting happened this season.
I hope exciting things happened, but I think I'm more inclined to believe that there just weren't leaks this summer, which they're not supposed to be leaks.
No, I think that's great. I mean, that's why we figured out Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Once Lisa Rinna left, there were no Beverly Hills leaks.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
Okay, so Summer House spinoff, great. Now moving on, there was a Kanye West documentary that premiered in movie theaters this Friday called In Whose Name. I would never go see this movie in theaters, but thanks to the power of TikTok, I think I saw a good hour of this movie. Did you see any clips of this on TikTok?
No, I actually didn't.
My God, Sophie. If I don't know what the purpose of this movie is, but from the hour of truly, I saw an hour of clips for people just leaking things. Is it really shows a mentally ill man, and you have Kris Jenner in it, Kim Kardashian, Corey, all these people, and he's like screaming at Kris Jenner, like just he's like a baby, but you realize this is mental illness. And I will say, this does nothing but make Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner look almost like saints. Like Kim talking to her husband and saying, he's like, no, like he's like stomping his feet and he's like, babe. She's like, you weren't like this 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying. You just weren't like this, and he's talking about his mental illness, and it is so sad. And it goes with when he's wearing the Make America Great hat again and going to the White House and going all of these places. And it is wild because there's no structure. I mean, and I was reading about there's no structure to the documentary. It's just kind of scene after scene. There's no real through line. But the through line to me is just like this mentally ill man that does not want to take his medicine. And he is so rich and powerful that there's so like it has that moment after he performed at Saturday Night Live and at the end gave a speech to the audience, how everybody on SNL makes fun of him and all this. And Michael Che comes up to him in a hallway and they got this. And he's like, why would you do that to me, dude? I'm a black dude that works here. We treat you like family. Why would you do this to me? And like Kanye, it's like one of the only times I've seen Kanye back down was like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. He's like, why would you do this, fam? Why would you do this? I mean, it really is fascinating, but also scary. And it just shows how mental illness is a very real thing. Nothing to be ashamed about, but there are, when you're like a billionaire, like think about like Elon Musk or all these billionaires, sometimes it's like untreated mental illness and they're so rich and have so many yes men around them that they're never, because they want to feel, that ramping up, and it feels like that's their direct line to creativity and potentially God. So how do you argue ever against that? You got to see clips, even if you hate it. It's
I don't know what is going on with your For You page. It's like Rapture, Kanye West documentary.
Guys, I'm trash. Like, I'm straight. My poor daughter. I've got to get it together.
I know, seriously.
I got to get on Bluey TikTok, or, come on. Can I talk to your sister? Your sister has a son.
Yeah.
Get tips from your sister. Yeah, but anyways.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but at the same time, I'm like, I bet the Kardashians, like, totally approved being in this because it makes them look great.
Crazy. And I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, and it's not an excuse. Like, the mental illness thing is not an excuse when it comes to the dangerous shit that Kanye has said, and same with Elon Musk. But it's like, you're right. They're surrounded by yes people. They're surrounded by people that are also probably
on the payroll.
Instead of medicating them in the way they need to be medicated or should be medicated, they are probably giving them, with Elon, we know he loves ketamine. It's just like, just like, substances galore and not the right ones.
I know. It's like so frustrating. In fact, I'm listening to this memoir right now that I'm like 10 minutes away from finishing. Mark Ronson, the producer, the music producer.
Yeah.
Like, he has a new book called Night People, How to Be a DJ in 90s New York City. It just got released a couple weeks ago, and it's really fascinating because it's really like the club scene and him learning to DJ in the 90s and the early 2000s. And that's like peak pop culture in terms of like DJing for like Biggie, Jay-Z, Diddy, and all like the rich fashionistas. And, taking you through the club scene and, the drugs and all of this stuff. And I just thought it's such a, because he's had this amazing career since then of like producing Amy Winehouse, Bruno Mars, all of this stuff. And he's now more of a music producer than a DJ. But this little slice of time, it really takes you back if you're looking for something pop culture and kind of taking your eye, like the window through a DJ's eyes in the 90s. I think this is I recommend this book highly. I think it's really good.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. You are like on like a DJ, like the DJ AM reference. Like,
Sophie, I'm like a typical, this is where I get like to be a typical dude, is that if I really had all the time in the world, I would love to learn how to DJ. Like, I would really love it. Like, truly.
The straight guy came out.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's so like, I'm so typical.
What would your DJ name be?
DJ Bailey B. No, I don't know.
DJ Bailey B.
DJ Night Rhythm. DJ. What would
DJ
it be?
Night Rhythm?
Oh, wait. It had to be. What were like some funny Vanderpump Rules characters?
DJ Batty.
DJ Batty. Oh, DJ Kin Todd.
DJ Miami Girl.
DJ Miami Girl. Yes. DJ Rachella.
Yeah.
There's so many. Yeah. But I really, music is so great, and the blending of music, I don't know, I have such a deep appreciation. And he does talk about DJ AM, which we had mentioned earlier. That's why I was just thinking about him, because he was like just like kind of this revolutionary DJ that like kind of rest in peace. And he was also, remember he was with Nicole Richie for a while? DJ AM?
Yeah. Do I remember? Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
Oh, that was iconic. They were an iconic couple. Did you know that the CEO of Goldman Sachs has like a DJ alter ego, David Solomon, and he goes by DJ D-Sol, I think. This is something I learned this weekend, and I think it's really interesting. So there you go.
I mean, God, and I wonder if he ever is like, I need to stop with finance because my true calling is DJing.
Right? It's like, okay, like you probably have enough money by now. You're the CEO of Goldman Sachs. Like, just go be a DJ full time.
Yeah, they need to do like a remake of 8 Mile, but it's with him, and it's not some kid on the tracks. It's like a billionaire that it's like, you got one shot, one opportunity.
And he's just trying to make it, you know?
Yes, exactly. He's trying to get the respect of other DJs. Okay, now I've been speaking a lot about TikTok. So they've been stringing this along if China's going to sell to a U.S. company. Remember, TikTok went down for a brief 15 hours in January. And
it was the worst 15 hours of my life.
I know. And by the way, I kind of like, release me from TikTok.
Same. I actually loved when that happened. Like, I was hoping it would be like a permanent thing.
Oh, Sophie, I'm wasting so much time on there at night when I should be sleeping. And then I just get all like, just show me the worst things. But... So now they supposedly have a group of Americans that are going to buy it, but it's not all Americans, because it was announced today that Fox will be a part of it, including Rupert Murdoch, who owns Fox. So it's going to be Rupert Murdoch and Larry Ellison. And if you haven't heard that name, you're going to be hearing a lot more about Larry Ellison. He owns a company called Oracle. He's a billionaire. He just bought Paramount Pictures, and now he's trying to buy Warner Brothers. He's trying to merge Paramount and Warner Brothers. And he is now going to be purchasing TikTok. That's a lot of power for one man and one person.
That sounds like a monopoly.
Exactly. But he's buddy with the current administration, so it could be passed through. So that means TikTok will still exist, but the algorithm will be controlled by this consortium of American buyers. So
what's his name?
Really, Larry Ellison. And his daughter's Megan Ellison, and he has a son. I forgot what his son's name is, but it's a very powerful family that is not getting, like, you don't hear about this family as much as you hear about like billionaires like Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, those kind of people. But you're going to be hearing
like one of the more like he's more like behind the scenes back of house billionaires.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, which is kind of what you want to do.
I'm so sick of these oligarchs.
We're not Russia. I mean, we shouldn't be doing monopolies. I think that this started for me because I don't think Paramount should be able to purchase Warner Brothers, because to me, it's like, we don't want these people all controlling. Like, I think I romanticize movie studio like Warner Brothers. I love it so much. And I want it to be its own thing. I don't want there to just be 3 companies in America, doing all of our media.
Yeah, that doesn't. That's not going to be good, you guys.
It's not going to be good, you guys.
I don't know a ton about econ. Like, I ended up not having to take econ in college because they changed the requirements until like my second semester senior year, and that's how long I put it off. And I don't know a lot about that stuff, but I do know monopolies are really bad.
Well, your husband, I mean, you should talk to your husband about this because I know he knows a lot about this. And
yeah, that's true.
I would be very curious what his thoughts are because it's good for the shareholders. I mean, like, these are things that shareholders want. It drives up the price. Like, even when this rumor came out, Warner Brothers stock, like, just skyrocketed all of a sudden a couple weeks ago. So we'll see what happens. Moving on, we were talking about this social media influencer a couple of weeks ago because she had a tragic accident at her home and her baby drowned in a pool while she was away. Her name's Emily Kaiser. And a lot of people were speculating if, she released a statement, obviously, but a lot of people were wondering if she was ever going to come back to social media. And she did this weekend. And her big thing was like kind of her day and cleaning. And there was, a lot of sharp editing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she finally did come back to TikTok and Instagram and just said, like, listen, obviously, what happened. I mean, I thought it was very heartfelt. And she was like, I'm going to share what I can. I'm going to share what feels all right with me. This is good for my mental health. And now let's go back to my actual day. And it was just her deep cleaning her house. I mean, it was not a lot of revelatory things, but a lot of people were speculating that when something that tragic happens, would you ever be able to go back to social media? And it looks like she did, and I watched it, and I'm not her target audience, but I didn't think there was a lot of things fake about it. I didn't give me a bad vibe, but I don't know. Did you see this?
Yeah, and like I obviously know that there is just so much discourse about this,
her husband, and
her decision to come back. And I think I didn't read it as disingenuous at all. A lot of people are like, she only cares about the money and her social media following. It's like, well, the average person does. The average person does have to return to work after something traumatic like that happens, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And this is her work. And I do believe her a little bit when she says, that this is therapeutic for me. Like, she has always just liked filming her day in my life and talking to the camera, and she finds that therapeutic. It's like an outlet for her. And I've seen a lot of people be like, that's such bullshit. And it's like, how do you know? Like, literally, how do you know? Have you ever, I hope you haven't gone through anything like this. It's like, I am not going to judge anything she chooses to do because she has been, and I know a lot of people are like, well, she is partly responsible because she didn't put up a pool fence.
And she has to fucking live with that for the rest of her life. I mean, she already has to live with that. And so, but isn't that the double-edged sword of the internet and social media is that when it's good, and everybody's praising you, man, it's great. And, you can make a little change. That's incredible because you never expected to do that. But the flip side of that is people will really tell you how they feel and how they really hate your opinion or this or that. And they feel very free to do it because we're behind these keyboards or these phones. And so it's like sometimes it's great for your mental health and sometimes it's really bad for your mental health. And, I was thinking about that this week is that like, God, go out and have real in-person conversations. Like if you really, like we can get so sucked into like the non-personalization of personalized social media. That really, it fucks with all of our heads. I mean, like you've been on the receiving end of it. I've been on the receiving end of it. And these are like, we're not like huge social media influencers, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like it does fuck with your head. How can it not? If you're a real feeling person, that's going to mess with you.
Oh, for sure. And I think she recognizes that. She said so in her statement in this video. I can't remember exactly how she phrased it, but she was like, it's going to be, different. Like I'm going to have more boundaries, something along the lines of that. And you notice that there was no Brady, her husband. People are speculating about, is Brady still in the picture? Because as we know by now, Brady was the one that was home and that was supposed to be watching their son when he tragically drowned. No dogs, no baby.
You could hear the baby in the background a little bit, but it wasn't like she was trying to do that. You could just hear it in the edit.
Yep.
Because she does have the one child still. And I've just like, but like good, I do believe that. Now, I know you are not watching this season of Real Housewives of Orange County. It is kind of weirdly getting good. I just wanted to talk about one story and explain it to you. Gretchen Rossi, the lady that filters out her nostrils sometimes on social media, is back. And there was this, it's another thing like Heather Gay. It felt so set up where her and her life partner, she called him while they were having a ladies' night with Heather Dubrow and Emily Simpson. And it was like, oh, one time Tamara was in a recording studio in like 2012 or something. And it was so horrible. And Slade like gets on FaceTime. Not only that, she also hooked up with the producer, and they kept saying it was like a well-known person. She hooked up with it, and it's on audio of Tamara allegedly giving a BJ to this person on audio. And Slade's like, I've heard it. And Gretchen's like, no, don't tell Tamara, don't tell. And she like, there's a fucking camera there. Like, she knows what's happening. So the person you already heard who the person is, right?
No. Who is it?
It's a superstar. It is Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees. He's the tiny one with the Nick Lachey boy band.
Oh my God. Jeff.
But I don't believe for a second that Tamara, like, there is like some audio of Tamara in the studio trying to sing a song, and it does sound pretty bad, but I don't believe for a second that this is actually true. It just seems like Gretchen and Slade really do have a vendetta against Tamara, and I guess next episode Tamara gets revealed and Tamara like gets in her face and stuff. So it's ramping up, but this is another one of those things, like they keep things in their pockets and then they act like, no, don't reveal it. But like they live to reveal these things.
Well, exactly. I feel like the fact that it's like this very, very, very obscure member of a very, at this point, obscure band. I know we all remember 98 Degrees, but like, come on. Like 98 Degrees was never like Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. Like, it's too, like, how did she come up with that? If they are making it up, like how do you get Jeff Timmons?
It actually did happen. Like this, they actually did try to record a song, but I don't believe the hookup happened. Like I don't believe she cheated on Eddie with Jeff Timmons.
Gotcha.
So the song thing, but also, how bad do you have to be a Bravo celebrity and not release a song? Because we've heard a lot of bad Bravo celebrities release horrible music, you know?
Release the Timmons Tamara track.
But I kind of like almost, I'm like, good on you, Tamara, for like saying, I'm not going to release this. It's that bad. Because every other housewife would release it, you know?
Two T's in a pod, Timmons and Tamara.
You gotta trademark that. Okay, so we are ramping up to the new season of SNL, and should be an interesting season with how with the Jimmy Kimmel stuff and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see. Because, you know, they are known for political sketches. So we'll see how that works. So the first 3 hosts and musical guests, October 4th, it premieres. We got Bad Bunny as the host and Doja Cat as the musical guest. October 11th, we have Amy Poehler and Role Model as the musical guest. And October 18th, Sabrina Carpenter is doing double duty. So those are the first 3 weeks of SNL. And you're like, I want to see Amy Poehler, you know?
Yeah, no, that sounds great. I mean, it's been a while since I've like got out of my way to watch SNL. If something is like actually funny and goes viral on social media, I'll go back and watch the episode. Yeah.
I mean, it's always on my DVR, so it'll be interesting. But it really is going to be interesting to see if there's a crackdown, to see if they pull punches, politically wise. I'm really interested to hear about how that works.
Oh God, I love living in a fascist country.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Speaking of anti-fascist, I did watch a show that you have said you loved. I watched the first episode of the first season of The Summer I Turned Pretty.
What did you think?
Listen, great soundtrack right out of the gate. They had an Electric Light Orchestra song. They had a Taylor Swift song. The soundtrack really good.
Yep. Get used to it.
I did feel a little, weird. I'm watching these young adults, but I did get hooked a little bit. I do think it's funny that the character's name is Belly. And then you got the Conrad and you got the other guy. So you're like, okay, I see where this is headed. I finished the first episode, but I definitely will watch episode 2. But I posted I was watching it, and so many people have some comments of like, oh, it's a slog. Get ready. Oh,
Oh my God, it's so fun. I have never found it to be sloggy. I've always loved watching it. I will say that this past season went a little bit off the rails for me. It wasn't my favorite, and this was the 3rd season.
Well, and they just announced there's going to be a Summer I Turned Pretty movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, were you so excited about this? Or were you like, well, they ruined the third season. I don't need a movie.
Well, I'm like, at this point, I need to move on with my life. You know, I need to move on. Let us release us. Release us from your shackles, Jenny Han. Honestly.
So I thought you'd be really excited about the movie. And
I
like,
thought
did they already film?
I thought where it ended. No, I don't think they filmed it yet. I think that it's going to come out in 2027. So they still need to film it.
Stranger Things, where everybody's like 50 years old by the time this thing comes out, and they're still in high school
probably. No, but like I'm gonna watch it. I just think where the show ended, I'm like, okay, that's good. Like we can imagine the rest, you know. I guess it's gonna be about. Oh, I won't spoil who she ends up with.
Wait, do you suggest I keep watching it or like?
No, you should keep watching it. I feel like you should. Like, you started it, you're into it. Like, keep watching it. Like, I think it's a fun show.
Like, I mean, like, listen, I grew up on 90210. I grew up on, well, and then I was grown up by the time but it feels very like the little bit of the hills in there. You know,
familiar. It's like a familiar tweeny bopper type of show that like will be referenced. It's going to be referenced forever. Like you might as well like just get into it now so you'll understand the references in the future, you know?
Okay, good. I'm just going to do it now. As we start winding down, you guys, it was also announced this week. We got the trailer for a show that also was talked about, but we saw the trailer was Wife Swap, Housewives edition. And it's Melissa Gorga, Emily Simpson, Dr. Wendy from Potomac, and Angie Katsanavas from Salt Lake City, and then they swap with normal wives, and so that's the swap. It's only a 4-episode series. It premieres in October, but I liked the trailer. It looked fun. I wanted to see it. Did you see it?
I somehow missed this trailer. This did not come across my desk at all.
A lot has happened this week, so a lot has happened. So go check out the trailer. I put it on my Instagram, but it looks fun. It looks stupid.
I don't love that cast other than Angie K.
I mean, Angie K will be funny to watch on this, and also like just to see what clothes she packs. But yeah, I mean, and Joey Gorga has this line at the end of the trailer where Melissa comes back and he's like, "I've been eating vegetarian since you left, and I haven't been able to give my meat to somebody." And I thought that was a great line.
You would. Remember when we saw him do stand-up?
I was talking about, well, I thought maybe it was on this show or so. I was talking about that as Sophie and I went to Jersey, and we were in, it wasn't a comedy club. It was in like a hotel ballroom, and they sat us right up front where like you could see our faces. So I felt like I had to laugh the entire time. Like,
even though he wasn't funny.
It was just insane. Like he had so many jokes about like trying to have sex with Melissa, and Melissa was there. It was weird, right? It was a weird experience.
Yeah, in like a ballroom, like conference room of a hotel.
Yeah, it was very, very weird. This week we also have the premiere, finally, of Special Forces, where Brittany Cartwright, it's Special Forces World's Toughest Test on Thursday. Brittany Cartwright, Brianna Chicken Fry, Teresa and Gia Giudice, and Cody Brown from Sister Wives. It's an all-star cast. I'm actually going to watch this just because I want to see Brittany. I just want to see Brittany do her thing, and I'm excited about this cast. Are you? I've
never watched it before, but I feel like this is the first cast where I'm like, yeah, like I will be interested in watching it for Brittany. Who else? There's like other really notable people, but now I can't remember.
You had Jussie Smollett.
Jussie, that's what I'm thinking of. Jussie Smollett.
You had Eva Marcel. I mean, it's a really decent, weird social media cast, so I'm totally down for it. Let's see what else. Well, what's coming up on Snarkbait this week, Sophie?
We are doing an episode this week. Well, first of all, tomorrow is Dark Energy Tuesday. Wednesday on our Patreon, we are talking about Hollywood's hottest Nepo babies and like what the lore is on them. So Margaret Qualley, Dakota Johnson, and Hailey Bieber are 3 that we go in depth about. And then on Thursday, we are talking about 2 New York City influencers, TikTok's favorite besties, Hallie and Jazz. So, yeah.
How old are Hallie and Jazz?
Jazz is like 28 and Hallie's like 25, I believe. So,
and they're buddies, and they're both like special. They're like huge TikTokers or huge social. Wow.
Yeah, they are. Jazz is the one that got married in like May at the Taylor Swift castle, and it went super viral, and like everyone was like talking about it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, make sure to check out Snarkbait. Also, Andy Cohen shut down Jen Shah returning to Bravo.
I saw that. Oh, but I loved it. I loved it.
He was asked a question on Watch What Happens Live about Jen Shah, like, because he takes questions from the audience before they start the show. And he said, I never want to see her again. And
yeah, loved it.
I think that's great, but I do want to point out, like, Andy is not the head of Bravo, and he does not produce Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So I know Andy doesn't, but it'll be very interesting to see what Shed Media, the production company, like, I agree with Andy. I do not want Jen Shah back on Salt Lake City.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Please, no.
But I'm just curious if doesn't mean that necessarily is going to be what happens. I'm curious.
I really, really, really do not want to. Salt Lake doesn't need her. Like,
no, it doesn't need her at all.
It's so much. It's better without her. Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Also, celebrity couple alert. Nina Dobrev broke up her engagement with Shaun White, I think, for cheating, but now might be with Zac Efron.
Yeah, love it. Obsessed with it. They're on a yacht in Italy with the Tellers. Kelly and Miles Teller. Always at the scene of the crime. Miles
Teller loves a yacht. I've seen him so much on boats, dancing on boats.
He's always like on a yacht and like not actually like doing any good or interesting acting.
Well, he really had that ramp up between like Whiplash and Top Gun Maverick. And then I feel like he didn't really like expand, like, because Glenn Powell's out there working his ass off.
He also did. I'm biased against Miles Teller because he did some GQ interview where he sounded like such an asshole. So now I just like think he's an asshole. This was years ago, but like, yeah, I don't like him.
He's very cocky from certain interviews I've read, and not as cocky. Like, for a while I was like, oh, please don't be like a Shia LaBeouf where you totally throw things away because you're just too ego like driven.
Yeah.
So it'll be, and he's really good friends with Andy Cohen because they both love the Grateful Dead. So I don't know.
Oh,
Not that matters at all. Also, Taylor Swift has revealed she will be selling movie tickets. They already went on sale because she's going to show the first video for The Life of a Showgirl. I love Taylor Swift, but I don't think I'm going to fork over $30 to go see the one music video. Like, did you see that she's releasing tickets?
Did you see the cardigan?
Yeah, you guys.
It looks so flammable.
I was like, yeah, first off, that wouldn't look good on me because it's all sparkly and stuff. But it was one of those, like, it's only going to be available. It's already off sale. It was only on sale for 2 days. And she did that countdown release thing again. And then it was this cardigan. And it really, once again, I keep bringing to my mom. My mom would have loved that cardigan. It looked like the shit she used to wear. But like, it was all kind of like sparkly and like the color. What was that?
And it's made of like acrylic and polyester. Like, it's literally just flammable.
Oh, that would be crazy if the LA wildfires started again because of Taylor Swift's cardigans.
Oh my God. Swifties, we're just joking.
Yeah,
okay?
So, yeah. Wait, by the way, I consider myself a Swiftie. I hope that's okay to say that.
Swifties, stand down. Stand down.
Swiftie, please. No, I love you all, Swifties. I'm going to be the father of a daughter. Please. I can't be destroyed right now. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Try to get through the week. And I don't know. Also, the Jimmy Kimmel thing, we didn't talk about it. I talked about it earlier this week. I do believe he will be brought back to ABC. So I'm seeing everybody. Noah Centineo, did you see this? That he canceled his Hulu subscription and he put it on his social media that he canceled. But then somebody found out that you could tell he bought it that day just so he could cancel it and post something. Yeah. And I was like,
it was like,
welcome to the resistance, Noah.
Yeah. He was like, it was still valid to use through September 18th, 2026, which means he bought it on September 18th, 2025.
I love Noah Centineo, but yeah, I do believe they're going to figure that out this week. So, because there's so much good ABC programming and stuff like that. I mean, like, I don't know. It's a very simple issue for me. Anyways, I hope you guys go out there, try to have a peaceful week, try to have conversations with actual people and not just people on social media, and go subscribe and rate and review Snarkbait 5 stars. Go subscribe to their Patreon, all that stuff. Also, I did a Patreon episode this weekend. I did 2, and one was we're doing Real Housewives of New York season 1. I got to episode 2, and it's so much fun. If you want also just like to get away in your mind, go watch early seasons of Roni. It's really, really fun and good. So, Sophie, good luck with
that's for sure.
Good luck with the weight issue and the whole breaking furniture and stuff.
Also, like, I'm sorry if my sound was not what it usually is.
No,
it's because, again, I'm not at my pod station with my mic. I am literally just laying in my bed. So I am so sorry.
Sounds good.
I will have a solution by next week.
I have no problem. You were good. I love that we're scared of the audience now.
I know. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me.
I'm so sorry. Please. I have a daughter to take care of.
Yeah, he's a girl dad, and like I'm just a girl.
Wait. Do girl dads like what do I need to do social media wise? Do I start doing hashtag girl dad? Like, what do I do? How do I try to, I'm usually not a big wanting attention person, but do I need to do girl dad things like on social media?
No, I feel like just be normal. Like, don't make it weird.
Oh, I'm already not normal. In fact, I was joking this week about like I went to get a massage and they made me get naked and lifted it like under a sheet. And I said, I don't even get naked in the shower. I wear a t-shirt in the shower. And that was an obvious joke to me. And then I had a bunch of people reach out saying, I can't believe you wear a shirt in the shower. And I was like, that was an obvious joke. Like sometimes you guys, like I am crazy, but sometimes like I do get naked in the shower fully. Like, I don't want you to think about that, but like I do. And sometimes I just say things because they're silly.
Did the masseuse laugh?
At me naked? I hope no. I mean,
at your joke.
No. I was saying this on a podcast, Sophie.
I thought you said it. I thought you said it to the masseuse and then repeated it on the podcast.
No. It was like a Thai massage, and it was weird because he was like massaging my butt a lot, and I just thought I was like, this is so like I was so awkward in there. And then I was telling him how uncomfortable I am with my body, the audience, and I said I wear a shirt in the shower, and then people actually believed that, and they started messaging Jeff Lewis about it, and then his people called me and was like, hey, we got a question to ask you. Do you like wear a t-shirt in the shower? And I was like, no, are you fucking kidding me?
Wait,
don't DM Jeff about this.
When people thought we were actually guests at Jeff Bezos's wedding.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes we'll joke about something and we think it's an obvious joke, and then people think like, and that like scares me because I'm like, we're juggalos. We're yahoos. We're crazy. Anyways, go listen to Snarkbait, you guys. Have a good Monday. Oh, and also, if I don't talk to you because of the rapture, have a good rapture, everybody.
Yeah, have a good rapture. It was a pleasure knowing you in this lifetime.
And also, if I'm going to stay, like, make sure you leave your doors unlocked so I can ransack. Bye, guys.
Bye.